Hello everybody, hello weight loss community, support group. I'm so excited to just do this recap video for you. So last night the Zoom, I did not press the record button, so our group meeting was not recorded. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a quick recap via this video so that you guys can make sure you didn't miss anything, and if you are virtual, you're not able to make any of the meetings, you can still participate and be a part of the group. And so luckily you have this little recap video. So a little recap of our meeting. It was so great to see everybody in person. We collected payment at the end, and I just shared a little bit about me and my story. So once again, my name is Sierra Spencer, and I have lived in Colorado Springs for about 10 years now. I'm from Denver originally. I have a 2-year-old daughter, and I'm 6 months pregnant with baby girl number 2. So I have a 2-year-old daughter and then this baby on the way. My husband's a satellite systems engineer, works out at Schriever Air Force Base. So that's just a little bit of my background personally. I used to be a first grade teacher, and I was really into health and fitness. Actually, I was obsessed. I thought that I needed to have this perfect body in order to be likable, and so I'd be in this quest for perfection of being thin. I yo-yo dieted for many, many years. I tried every diet out there in this kind of search for perfection. I even did a fitness competition, lost all this weight, was on stage in a bikini and heels, and it was still not good enough for me. I was still not happy. And so I thought, you know what, something has to change. I became a health coach and I started helping people lose weight. But what I found was that I could help someone lose weight, but they would be gaining it all back. Or they were still miserable with themselves, or they were still yo-yo dieting. And so for me, I just knew there had to be something more. And that's when I started my intense training at the Institute for Psychology of Eating, where I learned to work with a number of things like overeating, binge eating, weight loss, all the way to digestion, fatigue, and mood issues. So for the past almost year and a half, I've been exclusively full-time coaching clients just around eating psychology. So the why behind what we do as humans when it comes to our eating. So the Institute founder is also the author of the book we're reading, The Slow Down Diet by Mark David. So we will be reading a chapter a week in the book and discussing it, and also be doing some group coaching each week. I'll also be doing a fun raffle at the end of each meeting to pick a name to do a live, not a live, but a one-on-one call with me to kind of uncover any blocks you might be experiencing in your own journey. So really quick, my goals for this group are really just to provide opportunities for growth and self-improvement that will help get you where you want to go. So science has failed us. Nutrition information and facts only go so far. So science wants to kind of make things black and white and right and wrong. And you know what? I've discovered that there's a better way, and that each of us needs to listen to our own body. So your chemistry is unique only to you. There is no magic pill. So there is more going on here than what you're just eating. Calories in and calories out. There's more than that. We also need to take a look at the other part, who we are as eaters. So we're going to be taking a new look at nutrition. So as you ready yourself to work with food and metabolism in a whole new way, there are 4 common dieting myths that you'll be leaving behind. So myth number 1, I'm sure you guys have all heard this one: the best way to lose weight is to eat less and exercise more. Guys, if that actually worked, you'd be thin by now, okay? Myth number 2, the reason you eat too much is lack of willpower. Again, we overeat not because we're willpower weaklings, but because we're physiologically driven to do so when our meals are deficient in relaxation, time, awareness, and high quality food. Myth number 3, as long as you eat the right foods in the right portion sizes, you'll ensure good health and lose weight. Huge myth, right? Because how has that worked for everybody, right? Jenny Craig, Nutrisystem, those are all great programs, but a lot of my clients are gaining it back. So portion sizes are not the problem. So you will see that even if you're the most perfect eater in the whole wide world and eat the healthiest food in the world, if you eat when you're stressed, you'll activate that physiological stress response that will cause a dramatic rise in nutrient excretion and a deep decline in calorie burning capacity. So basically what you eat is only half the equation. How you eat is the other half. And we're going to be discussing that throughout the book as well. We talked a lot more in depth in our meeting, but I'm keeping this short and sweet for you guys on this video. Myth number 4, the experts are your ultimate source of reliable information. We all know this can be so confusing, and this is what we talked a lot about in our meeting, was that you have all these conflicting people, right? Like you have experts, you know, that say paleo is the best or keto is the best, but no, vegan is the best. No, you have to do this cleanse. Here's the thing, experts love to disagree with each other and they constantly change their minds. So the best nutrition advice is actually within you. It's called your enteric nervous system. It's the gut-brain connection, the brain in your belly. So the expert within you will help you choose which experts to follow outside of you. And my goal is to help you figure out what that looks like for you, because everyone's body is different. And so really my goal is to kind of help you find what does work for you and how do I listen to my body again. You know, we talked about hunger cues can be skewed. I'm eating when I'm not hungry, or I'm starving all the time, or I'm overeating. So we're going to be talking a lot about that more in depth within our meetings. So after we had a kind of discussion around some of those dieting myths, we all introduced ourselves. We talked about why we came here to join the group, really what inspired us to join, and then really what your ideal outcome was. So if you're watching this video and you were not at the group, or if you want to just reiterate what you want, please share with us in the Facebook group, in the meetup group, in the email thread, whatever works best for you. I would love for you to share what your ideal outcome is at the end of this 9 weeks. Where do you want to be? What do you want to see happen for yourself? So your homework assignment is to read the introduction in chapter 1 of the Slow Down Diet, do the exercises and the journaling prompts at the end of the chapter. Also start paying attention to your mind and your thoughts around food. What thoughts come up when you're eating? What do you say to yourself? What thoughts come up around exercise when you're like, oh, I'm going to set my alarm early and do a workout tomorrow morning? What comes up for you? What are you thinking about? Is it, oh my God, I'm so fat, I need to work out? I want you to just start getting present to the thoughts in your head around food and exercise, okay? So we're going to be addressing some of those thoughts, brain patterns, mindset throughout the group. Finally, there is a chance I want you guys to join the Facebook support group so that you can post things, how things are going, post your aha moments from the book, maybe your struggles. I really want to make this a community where we feel safe to share. So join the Facebook group so that you can be a part of that community. What else? I think that's it. We did a raffle at the end. So like I said, each week we'll be doing a raffle. Camille, good job. You in the raffle. I'll be contacting you to set up your free 30-minute call. And that's it. So if you have not gotten your book yet, but you paid for a book, the shipment is in. It's in my mailbox. So I will be reaching out to you guys to set up a time where we can swap and meet up. So I think that's it. So I hope this was helpful for you. In the future, this recap will be on a Zoom, so it'll be recorded. But for now, I hope this is helpful, and I can't wait to see you next week. Our next meeting is the same room, room B6 in Library 21C, but this time is at 7:30 p.m. instead of 7. The time will change a little bit depending on the availability of the library rooms. So next week is at 7:30. All right,